G'day guys and girls, it's Greg here again. Just thought I'd give you an update of Renee the Combi. The last film that I put on YouTube was 16 months ago. And I said that we'll give you an update every 4 to 6 weeks. But unfortunately, after 16 months ago, COVID hit. And it put a stop onto half the world. And that was also for us. Because Renee, who's located here at Hot Mod's garage, is 50 kilometres away from where I live. And because Melbourne is the most locked down city in the world, I wasn't able to come here to give Steve a hand working on Renee. Steve has done a fantastic job in the last 16 months. He's had his dad involved, helping out, doing the bits and bobs on the car. I thought I'd just give you another update of what Steve has mainly done with his dad in the last 16 months, in between all his other projects that are in the garage as well. So at the moment he's working on several cars. He's working on a Ford Falcon that his dad's working on as well. Steve's dad's a spray painter, used to work for the Nissan and Volkswagen factory in the early 60s and 70s. And Steve's dad is also then going to be working on Renee. I'll give you a bit of a tour what's happened. Last time I showed you that we were working on the dog legs. So the dog legs here, they've both been replaced. The step has also been replaced, so there's no rust anymore. There is a bit of dust, because yes, in a garage like this, there's a lot of work going on. The inside valance or window spreader, or whatever you want to call it, here at the back, the one that I picked up last year in the Netherlands, that has been put in. So that's strengthened the front of the car. We have put the nose on it, the skin. That fitted pretty well. All came up very good. The only thing what we still have to do at the moment is replace. So in the last video, I showed you here that this was completely rusted all out, the outer skin. So when Steve removed the outer skin off the A-pillars on the front of the bus, even here, the inner part was full of holes and all rusted away. Steve's cut that all out, put bits in there and welded it all up. It just needs to be, the outer skin still needs to be attached, and then the front nose here, what needs a little bit of love to make it fit, will be also then attached to the front A-pillars. So that's one thing that we still have to do. And as we're talking, you can see that it's been 16 months ago because we've got some spider webs growing. So that's been done on the front. At the front, we have had the corners welded back in. So that's complete. So virtually the front of the car is now finished. It's ready for sanding back and putting up some paint. Also, this dog leg has been replaced and the step has been done. It's all in the primer at the moment. We've got all the spare parts that we need to fit and make sure it all works, all still sitting here in the cabin. Walking along, the big side panel here, Steve's dad's been working on, had a massive dent herein that's been tapped out. Steve's dad's done some heat and shrink to get it all good. The back panel here is done. The quarter, it's all been welded. It hasn't been painted yet, but yeah, a bit of love has gone into it. As you can see, the back quarter panel, that's all been done at the moment. It's now in the primer. That's all been finished. There is a roof on it at the moment. It's still not attached because we need to do some work to the back half of the roof, or the back quarter. When I de-stitched the roof last year from the donor panel, we thought it was a fantastic roof, but the back corner of this roof has got some rust in it, so We need to cut that out. I've actually got a quarter roof cut that we're going to stitch onto this roof and get that all sorted in the next couple of months. Steve's gone along, and at the moment we've actually, on the top, this has all been put in new. So that's all been done. Underneath the roof, you saw last time that it was all rusted, rotted out. That all has been replaced. So all the inside there, it's all been cut out, all been done. There was a lot of work going into the top of it because we thought the donor roof had a good frame underneath it and we could use the frame from the donor roof, but unfortunately that was just as bad as this one. So Steve had to make virtually underneath the roof, the skin on top is all been handmade all around, even on the curved bits. So everything that's been done from the top here has all been fixed, all been primed, ready for the new roof to go on. The hole's been filled in where the power was gone through. The dents in the back have come out. Even this quarter panel at the back, we've cut above the wheel arches. Steve's welded a new panel in there, and as you can see, his dad's been working on the panel and it looks perfect. We're very happy with the end result. So that's ready, needs to be sanded and the final coat on that. But the back panel is virtually now all done. As you can see, we're going slowly through it. We've also done underneath the sliding door track. We've put the outer sill in, so that was also gone, so that has been replaced as well. So slowly the outside of the bus is all coming together now. It's all slowly being primed, getting done fantastic. The roof is not bad. What we had to do is the front bow or hoop that goes over the cabin part, I left the original one in, but when we put the new roof on, it didn't quite merge up or meet up with the old hoop. So we took the hoop from the donor roof off and Steve stitched that and welded that in. And we also used the center hoop that we then now have a full roof. So we have no hole in the roof anymore, all structural sound. So that's all been done. It's been also been primed underneath. So we're getting to the point that Steve's got a couple of more little jobs to do. Like I said, it's mainly the front A-pillars. There's a little bit of love needed in that, as you can see on this side. This was completely gone, all been fixed. And that's one of the tricky parts because we want to make sure that the front windscreen fits back in there. So I'm quite stoked at the moment that it's all been going. And as you can see, we're getting there. Very happy with the results. So I think by the end of the year, if I have a couple of weeks off, if we're allowed to travel, I'll come back here and give Steve a bit of a hand to try to get the bodywork done so his dad can paint the job. Last time I mentioned we weren't sure what colour it's going to be. I've chosen a colour. It's going to be Laguna Blue. That's an original 1974 colour. And I'm not going to do I'm going to do not the original two-tone halfway from the top white and then the bottom and then the Laguna Blue, but I'm going to paint everything up to the gutter line of the roof Laguna Blue and the top will be white. The bumpers at the moment, they should be white as well, but I'm maybe going to get them chromed, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so that's all happening. He's also done one of the doors, the passenger door that had some dings in it, some rusts. That's all been fixed, all primed. That's ready to go back on. The driver's side door that had some issues with the skin. So I got a new skin come during the week. But as you can see, they've dropped it in transport. The top corner, it's got a big ding in it and a bit of a dent in the bottom. So I'll contact the supplier and see what they want to do with it, send me a new door skin, or we maybe have to work on it, but I'll push for a new door skin. He's also been working on the back of the door, the back tailgate. So it's not the engine lid, but the tailgate of the car. Done some repairs to the bottom, next to the lock. We've had some repairs done here because it was rusted out. Yesterday, that's had a final coat of primer on it. Looks fantastic. And at the moment, I was talking to Steve this morning, I think we're going to put a safari window in the back, get that sorted, and get it all ready. So at the moment, progress is happening. It's all good. Don't know if Steve wants to be in the picture, but this is Steve. He's our manufacturer and a good friend of mine. And as you can see, his garage is full of projects. And he also does other work. I brought in the engine lid from the inside in today. His dad can work on that as well. I'm really happy the way everything's going. So instead of 16 months, let's see if I can get another little YouTube video up, maybe next month, again, once we've done some more work to it. So hang in there. Hope you all stay safe. Happy motoring. And as you can see, it starts to look like a combi now rather than just being an open shell with holes and rust everywhere. All right, guys, safe motoring. Keep good. See you next time.